Hello, people. I was going to do a live show today, but I said to myself, you know what? It's Sunday. I like to watch football. I like to relax. And my partner, she has COVID, but she's starting to get better now, finally, thank God. And then yesterday, these two people right here, Stax and Josie, they're basically pretty sick people. Um, when you get to the point, us as people, we live our lives a certain way. You have some evil people out there that do a lot of bad things. And there's things in my life that I'm not proud of that I've done. But when someone calls you something, there's two things in this world that you hope that no one ever calls you, or you hope that you never do: child molestation, rape. Those are two things that do not deserve to ever be forgiven. That's just my opinion. If you molest a child or if you rape a woman, there's no forgiveness for that. I put drunk driving there closely too because uh, I believe that when people get in the car drunk, they're not thinking about the fact that they can just go out and kill somebody and not even, wipe out families. It happens all the time. To me, those are low level. That's as low as you can get. And then yesterday I was out relaxing and I'm driving home. Then all of a sudden, people start hitting my phone up telling me, hey, Lee, Stax is on with Josie. The minute I heard that, I was like, okay, so here they go. They're going to come up with some shit. That's what this is all about. And yes, they did. They called me a child molester. If you remember, it was about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, where Stax doxed my phone number along with Gray Thin Line, whatever the fuck his name is, Thin Gray Line. Okay, fine. I got hit hard and stuff, but so what? I could deal with being doxxed. I don't give a shit if people have my address. But when you go online and you call somebody a child molester, like these two pieces of shit did, it changes everything. I have two choices. I could fight back and just say, fuck it, it ain't worth it. I'm closing my channel down, and that's that. But I refuse to close my channel down because you know what? I enjoy doing it. And I get plenty of views by putting out product, good product. The only time Stax gets views is when he has on a guy that with Stolen Valor, Anthony Ramondi, or he's getting a lot of hits on my video because that's what he does. He's not capable of having interviews with anybody except total controversy. And about 3 weeks ago, I seen somebody put up a picture of me when I used to weigh. I used to weigh, believe it or not, well over 400 pounds. I was huge. And this person put up a picture they found. They took off my Facebook and they put it up. Then I seen chat come in the chat room and said, "Do you mind if I use this picture?" And the person said yes. But I seen it and I was like, okay, so he's gonna. So at that point, I knew Stax was up to something already because he was gonna put that picture, and I knew he was gonna put it on a YouTube thumbnail, which he did. So the thumbnail that he had yesterday was that picture with piles of shit around me. Okay, that's how intelligent this dude is. The only way you could be stupider is like if you put a tattoo on your face. Oh, wait a minute. He does have tattoos on his face. Okay. And then you got Josie. Josie's been on approximately 3 months. Every video she's done has been about me from day one. I was one of the first persons to subscribe to her channel. And we were fine for like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden she started getting weird, slowly talking about me negatively. And then she brought it up to a whole new level. And what did she do? She went into my Google reviews and was looking everywhere that I did a Google review and reading them. Like I did a Google review on a pain clinic. She read it and then told everybody that I was a pain pill addict, which thank God I don't take pain pills no more because I don't need them. But there was a time I did because I had two surgeries on my spine and my vertebrae. Okay. So she went out there and she started saying, oh, he's an addict. And these ass clowns on these other channels went with it and they would make little cracks about it. But that's fine. Okay. And then she went beyond that. She tried to contact the person that I was involved with. And I told the person to answer her and stuff just to see what she's up to. And she did. Jesse's very disturbed. She has literally spent 3 months tearing my life apart, doxing me on a regular basis on her show. And then we have these so-called doxing shows that basically say they don't like doxers and they go after doxers. But when it was Josie, they didn't give a shit because she's a woman or because she, she has her boobs hanging out. Why? Okay. And it hasn't stopped. And then the doxing shows. The doxing show from 3 weeks ago. You had FBS driving, and he says, everybody go over to Stack's show. You had Jimmy Calandra driving. He's saying, everybody go over to Stack's show. Gray Line shows up with Stack's. Then you have everybody else from these shows in the chat rooms waiting to see the shows. But it backfired on that day because Gray Thin Line doxed my phone number. And at that minute, FBS knew they fucked up and got out. He left. He says, to be straight with him, he said that wasn't right. And he left. And then for the next, even today, I still get calls from these weird people. But in the beginning, I got hundreds of calls, hundreds. But I wasn't going to change my number because I didn't want to change my number. Now it's slowing down and it's fine. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe this doxing thing's the end of it and we can all move on. And for the last week, we moved on. There has been nothing going on except FBS and Tony Pizza and Gunner. They were all going at it. And this was the one time I was out of it. And then all of a sudden, they decided to pull me back into it by calling me a child molester. We get content guys like us, we get a lot of subscribers. Sometimes we get 5, 6, 7 subscribers a day, maybe 10, maybe 15. And my subscribers have been going up on a regular basis now, continuously. And even after this thing happened, it's still going up. So whatever they're trying is not working. Okay, sure, there's going to be people that hate me and believe, oh yeah, Lee's a child molester. But the people that know me, my regular people that come in here, they know that it's not true. And here's what I would challenge. Here's my challenge. Anybody can run someone's name and find out whether they're a predator. It's that simple. And I don't care who runs my names through any criminal system. You will not see that about me. You will not see the one incident I had in my life people know about because it's been put out there. Running from the law, wouldn't let my girlfriend out of the car, and I got in trouble for it. Okay? But they dropped those charges because they knew it wasn't intent. But it didn't matter. So I became Lee the Kidnapper. Okay. And this genre is like sick. This is like, you have so many people with mental illnesses in this genre. But then you got Stacks, who is total white trash. Let me tell you something about Stacks. Stacks has an order of protection from his wife and his child because they fear him. He doesn't tell you about that. Stacks did 5 years in prison in Connecticut. And the gang that he ran with all went to jail. They got big sentences. But you know who didn't get a big sentence? Stacks. Then Stacks started a show with Hootie Russo. And then he went after Hootie, stole the show from Hootie. Still can't draw nobody unless he has controversial shows. I mean, he can never do a video with 1,000 unless he has Ramondi or does one with calling me a child molester or the doxing one. Then he'll get some views. He's not capable of it because he's as smart as a bag of rocks. And then he came on my show. And he came on my show. I'm going to show that in a minute. But he came onto my show and we had a little debate and he called me a child molester. And I said to him, do you have evidence of that? Do you have proof of that? He goes, no, but I'll go find it. So he went and found it and created it. And they didn't even find child molestation. They found that I had subscriptions to people that had children in their videos, from Russian ones, and those appeared out of no place into my subscriber list. You always learn lessons here, and the lessons I learned here is when I get subscribers, always check them, because this is how the trolls fuck with you. They'll come in and they'll put these things in here. It could be a month ago. It could be 2 months ago. And all of a sudden, something happens with those subscribers because they're setting you up. They're good. And then there's ass clowns like this that jump on it. But this moment, I'm going to show you a video of how demented this woman is and how vicious she is and how angry she is. And what I'm about to show you is who this woman is. Okay, let me play this. This is pretty much give you an idea who Josie is. Someone came on the show yesterday defending me.
Get me going. I swear to God. Some people are just so blind and stupid.
And it's crazy. It really is.
Let me show you why she's
every single person.
Let me show you why she's saying people are blind and stupid.
That's what MRE said.
Yes. Yes. These kids have their own channels. Like the little Indian girl, that's her own channel. I guess her parents are documenting her life, playing and whatever. And she's allowed to have her own channel because they're documenting it. And Lee Cole is the one.
So what she's saying is that these channels from India and Russia, their kids have it, but the Indian parents don't watch it, and they let me join these little children's stations to watch them. So basically what they're saying is these people are letting these little girls go on these channels and letting me watch them talk. They're not naked or anything, but they're talking, they're singing and stuff. But they didn't care. They put the pictures of these innocent girls up. They didn't blank out faces or nothing. But here's what, like, Mob Rats comes on and says, this is getting kind of dark. And I'm surprised because Mob Rats is the one that always warns people that the trolls do stuff like this. But anyway, I'm not worried about Mob Rats. We conversate enough and straighten things out. But anyway, I want you to watch what she does. Someone comes on and defends me, and look how she treats this person. This is a woman that comes on and defends me.
And only subscriber.
So this lady says, you two should be ashamed of yourself. Pedophiles don't leave things for everyone to see. He probably feels sorry for them and wants to give them a sub.
Okay. So this woman comes in and says pedophiles don't leave things to see. That's true. A pedophile would never leave his stuff out in the opening. It doesn't take a genius to know that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have subscribers and leave children pictures out so people can see them. How stupid does that sound? But I want you to watch Josie here, how vicious and ugly this woman is. And yes, she's very ugly.
Really? Really? You're insane if you think that. You are totally out of your mind. He's the only sub? Really? I mean, come on. Kids aren't worried about subs. Kids aren't worried about, you know, views and this and that. You know, they're just documenting their little day. Really? He wants to give them subs? Why? They're going to put up super chats next? You dumb bitch.
Calls her a dumb bitch. Now watch her face, how angry it gets. This is the face of a psychopath.
You know, talk about, see, this is what I mean, Stacks. You know, people, it's in your face. People are so stupid, you know, blindly following this pervert, which are...
Now I'm a pervert. Am I a child molester or a pervert? Make up your mind, please. And then she says that I got boys and girls. If people do pedophile profiles, very rarely does a pedophile go after girls or boys. They usually have a choice of what they like, boys or girls. And I have 3 grandchildren, all under 5. I'll bet you that these 2 guys don't have any grandchildren. Stacks doesn't. Stacks ain't allowed to see his children. I wonder what that's about, that you can't see your daughter. You know. And this woman, I don't know if she has kids or whatever, but she has a lot of fucking mental issues. Just look at the anger. She's angry that someone disagreed with her and presented to her the fact that a pedophile does not leave his shit hanging out. They don't let people. Do you think the FBI would allow some people to go onto YouTube and do this? Do you think that I would be able to do this and the FBI wouldn't watch? That's all they do on the internet is watch people. Do you know how many people that are innocent, like the Birdman in basketball? You can read up on that. And he got charged with crimes of child pornography and stuff. And it turned out he was totally innocent. And then you have morons like this to come along and go after people like me who are actually innocent, and they make these claims. Here's what I would say to Stacks, and here's what I would say to Josie. Call the FBI and tell them about me. Tell them that I'm a child molester. You're so sure. That's my challenge to you. Get on the phone and tell them. Please. And then what they will do, they will investigate me to see if I am. But you guys won't do it because you know damn well I'm not. And what this is about is Stacks for me humiliating you in that debate and showing you get your ass kicked. The fact that you're a rat and you ratted out your fucking crew. The fact that you, when you were in prison, you spent most of your time in protective custody. The fact that you used to walk around your prison and all the black gangs used to beat the shit out of you and they had to put you in protective custody. You don't tell nobody about that stuff. So let's see. We figured out Stacks now. Stacks isn't allowed near his wife, isn't allowed near his daughter, has orders of protection against them to stay away from them. He's been in prison. He's been in protective custody most of his time in prison. The black gangs are after him and have been beating the daylights out of him when he was in prison. That's fact. And then on top of that, we can just keep going with you, Stacks. You're an easy one to actually get out there and say what you are. Then you get a channel with Hootie Russo. You steal his channel. Then you claim that he stole money from you. And then if anybody watches the debate I did with him, he went around saying that Hootie took $2,000 from him. It turned out that it was $500. And the guy that sent the money actually told Hootie that he could spend it. See, the mistake that these guys, him and Hootie, they're both criminals. They should not have had to go their banking together and stuff. This guy had dreams that he was going to have this massive show with Hootie. And that's what it was. He had dreams that he was going to have a massive show with Hootie, and it didn't work out. So basically, he gets that show with Hootie, and then he turns on Hootie because he says that Hootie ripped him off for $2,000, which isn't true. He totally lied to that. And I proved that on the show. He even admitted it. Stacks admitted that it wasn't $2,000. So here he is. He's going around telling people it's $2,000. And then as soon as his show starts and he only has 200 subs, he opens up a patron page, and he's telling people to send money in for shirts and send the sizes and stuff. See, this is where you know we're scamming, because you can go to Teespring and have people send the money into Teespring who will make you a design and send it to them, and you never put your hand on the money. But you don't talk about that either. Then Hootie has his show, and then you and Hootie went your separate ways. Then Hootie has his show, and he has 3,000 viewers. You have 2,700 right now, but very rarely do you get more than 400 or 500 views on a video. The only time you'll get more than that is when you have that dirtbag Anthony Raimondi on, or if you do videos where you call people like me child molesters. That's it. And then Josie. So here you got a woman that has been openly doxing me, going into my Google accounts, literally tearing my life apart, trying to get a hold of the people in my life to talk about me. And it's been nonstop. She has not stopped. And then they hit yesterday with this child molestation thing. So if they really cared, what they would have done is they would have called the FBI and reported me. That would have been the smart thing to do. And then let's go on to hear what she says. What else she says.
What I believe him to be. I believe him to be a pervert. It makes my blood boil.
Look at that. Look how angry she looks. Look at that look on her face. She looks like her only thing in life is me. That's it. It's the only thing she has in her life. Her children probably have nothing to do with her. She's in this room right here, and you never see her anyplace but in that room.
And then you've got stupid bitches like this.
Now, that woman that called in, she's calling a stupid bitch too, because she had an opinion. This is how wickedly mean this woman is.
No. Oh, maybe he's trying to give them subs. What? They're trying to get super chats? What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumb bitch?
Isn't that unbelievable?
Do you want Lee Cole, interacting with your child? Because to give him
absolutely not.
Okay. Stacks, I got 3 grandchildren that I interact with. You have one daughter you're not allowed to interact with.
I don't.
Thank you. There is no explanation, you dumbass. Anyway, don't get me going. I swear to God. Some people are just so blind and stupid.
And it's crazy.
People, do I have to say anything else about how angry this woman is?
It really is crazy how every single person that's been involved around him has a problem with him. Everybody.
Every single person. The only person.
What's he there?
This isn't. What is that? Canine lady. Perverts don't leave things out for everyone to see. This pervert isn't that clever. And he left it out for everyone.
Okay, so she says I'm clever, but I left it out for people to see. And listen to what she says after this. This is how stupid this woman is.
To see. And I have no doubt he will go and hide his subscriptions. He didn't realize.
Here's what I did. As soon as she did this with my Google account, I had to shut down all my Google accounts. And as soon as she did this, and went into my subscription accounts, I went in, looked at the Russian subscription accounts that someone put in there, erased them, and she forced me to hide my subscriptions. You're damn straight, bitch. You think I'm going to let you get back in there?
How to hide them. He didn't think about that. And
okay, well, I didn't think. Listen to what she said. She said that I'm clever. But now she's saying that I didn't think to hide my subscription. Which one is it, Josie? Am I clever or stupid? Make up your mind.
If he hasn't hidden them now, right at this moment, go take a look. See how many young boys are around.
Oh, now boys. So I like little girls, but now I like boys too. See how many little boys are in my subscriptions. This woman seems like she escaped from a mental institution.
There. See how many young girls are on there. Go take a look, you dumb bitch.
Lee said he's gonna flag my channel.
Oh yeah, I flagged your channel. That's not the only thing I'm gonna do to you, dude. We'll figure that out, okay? What do you think? You get a free pass at me and call me a child molester, and I'm not gonna do anything to you? You have no idea what's coming your way, dude. You're a punk. That's all you are. You're a 5'4" punk. You're a tiny little man that ran with a group of, you think you're black. You ran with a black gang, dude. You tattooed your fucking face. Think about that. What are you, Mike Tyson? No, you're not Mike Tyson. You're just white trash that has tattoos on your face.
Well, it's public knowledge. It's public knowledge. Every single thing we have talked about, he has put out there. He's put his subscriptions out there. We were talking about
flag it all you want. Flag me all you want.
Dude, it's a lot more than flagging I'm doing to you.
Exactly.
I'll come back.
Make sure you download this, please, because I would like a copy too. Make sure you download it, Stats.
Oh, this ain't going nowhere. Yeah. It ain't going nowhere. He ain't gonna shut me up. I ain't going nowhere.
And everything I'm saying is not a lie. It's public record.
No, public record is you're saying I'm a child molester. So that would be public record. See, if a man's a child molester or he likes children and you're my age, it's going to be out there. And if you do stuff like that, they'll charge you. And then you got to register as a sex offender. I'm not registered as a sex offender because I've never done anything like that to nobody. So where is your evidence? Where is your proof? If you have this evidence and proof, you should call the police or you should call the FBI. That's what you should do. But you know why you won't do it? Because you guys are in on a big scam. You are the suckers that they send after me. The stupid people. They're not doing it. You guys are doing it for them. Stacks, this is your second attack on me. Failed attack. Yesterday, I got 10,000 views. 10,000. You attack me, you get 1,500 views, but I get 10,000. Once again, you failed, Stacks. I'm still here. But here's the difference now, Stacks. This time I'm coming for you. You should have never done this. No man, and I know anybody in this audience that watches this would agree with me. If you are not a child molester and someone calls you a child molester, and if you are a man like me and you love your family and you have children and you have grandchildren and they mean everything to you, and then this scumbag who is not allowed to see his daughter and he's not allowed to be around his wife who fears him, and he has order of protection against him, you can look into my records and you will never, ever see one domestic charge. You will never see one order of protection against me. That's it. And then they'll bring up, oh, but you had a girl in your car and you got charged with. No, I never got charged with kidnapping. Accused, yes, but dropped because it was a false charge. That's it. But Stacks, you have no right to say anything to anybody for what you did to your wife. And then on top of that, you were going out with a girl on the internet. Well, you liked her and she liked you. I don't know why she liked you. I guess she likes short people. Okay, so you guys were talking to each other, but you wanted it to be romantic. She rejected you. So what did you do when she rejected you? You gave her phone number to this Reed guy. And I know his real name. You know, I said his real name. And this guy terrorized her. I showed all the texts from this woman and the texts from this guy to her. And the text of this guy saying that you gave him, Tim Reed, you gave Tim Reed the phone number, and Tim Reed terrorized this woman because you were mad at this woman. That's proof. I got proof. But you have no proof that I'm a child molester. None. You showed some videos of some kids with clothes on, little girls, where they were put inside my subscriptions boxes. That's what you showed. That's not evidence, dude. And if you were any type of human beings and you thought that I was a child molester, the first thing you should do is report me to the law. That's the first thing. As good human beings that protect the children. But you know how much you wanted to protect the children, you two clowns did? You showed the pictures of the children on here. You showed their faces. I never showed their faces. But you guys showed the actual children. You didn't even blur their faces out. And Josie, I don't know what kind of meds you're on, but you're a very angry woman. You know, she came into my chat room probably a week ago. And I said, Josie, let's just stop this. Let's just go our own way. But instead, she left and she went and looked for more. So this whole thing with these subs right here with the children in them was a total setup. They knew what they were doing. That's all it was. And when he went, he got that picture of me that he wanted to put on a YouTube thumbnail. He was part of it. This has always been a plan by these people. They have tried everything to take me down, and we all know why. We all know why. That's another story. But you know, anybody with common sense, anybody with a brain would know that these two are full of shit. And the reason you know they're full of shit, because if any of you's discovered a child molester or someone that was speaking to children and it was wrong, you would report it. You could even report it to YouTube. And they would act on it right away. But did these two report it? Did they report it to save the children? Nope. They decided to come out and do a show on it. How many, and people that know Josie, how many times have you seen Josie come after me? People laugh at her for coming after me. They call her my stalker. She is stalking. She is a stalker. Okay. And I'm not saying that she's stalking me because she's in love with me or something. She's stalking me because she's fucking crazy. She's stalking me because I stand up to her. And that's what people hate, especially in this genre, when you stand up to them. So people, I can guarantee you a couple things. They will do this again. They will come up with something crazy. But the one thing they will never come up is any evidence of me being a child molester. Showing pictures of girls singing and they're 5, 6 years old is not evidence. That's just someone that put that in there in my box to make it look like something bad. But it's nothing bad. First of all, YouTube won't let you do that shit. And parents won't let you do that shit to children. I subbed to their channel because they want to sub. Really, yeah. I'm going to sub to some little girl's channel. And, you know, I was going to go live and talk about this today, but no, I'm just going to drop this video. And this is what I explain. And, but I want to play this next. Let me go to this next video here. Okay, this next video, let me see if I can get this back. Okay. Okay, we're going to put a video in here. Let me get this one out of here. This is a video that some site called MobTunes put up. Well, I'll read the name to the site once I put it up. Okay, let's see. It's called, okay, this is MobTube Beefs. And this is Hootie Russo versus Bill No Rack Stacks, who made it on MobTube. This is the real story behind this guy, Stacks. And I might skip over a couple parts because it's 11 minutes long, but we'll just get it going a little bit.
I never seen you on the streets a day in your life. You always sitting that shitty sports, drinking your life away. Talking about my town, this is the price to pay. I never seen you come around. Crew, he was like, "It's good, everybody."
Okay, now this is when Bill started off with Hootie. This is before he turned on Hootie.
It's good, everybody.
So before he met Hootie, he had 200 subs. And what he did is when he met with Hootie, he got Hootie subs because Hootie had quite a few subs. And eventually he stole the station from Hootie. But we'll go on from there.
I got some big news. I want everybody to make sure you check out our new Patreon channel. I'm going to be dropping videos. I'm going to be uploading them today.
So this guy is already talking about a Patreon page with 200 viewers. No one puts up a Patreon page when you have 200 viewers, unless you want to steal from people, take their money.
If you get a subscription to the Patreon channel, you'll get a lot of content. I mean, crazy stuff. We're gonna start getting on more of a schedule for everybody so that they can like have a better time for when they want to watch our show. We're gonna have a scheduled time that we release our episodes. We're gonna get that out to you. Make sure you go check out the Patreon channel. There's a link for it on the YouTube, and we're gonna have hoodies and T-shirts and all that soon. So just hit us up if you T-shirt. Put your size down in the comments, and
that's not how we do it. And this, when you sell merch, usually most merchants either buy your products ahead of time, or what they do is they work with companies like Teesprings, and the people order the stuff from Teesprings, and Teesprings pays you. You don't ask directly for people to send you their sizes and stuff, because that means next you're going to be asking them to send you money too. And the odds are there are no shirts, and they're never going to get any money. This is called a scam, Stacks. This is what you were doing.
we'll get it out to you. So I'm just here to let you guys know that we got a lot of guests coming up. My interview with Ori Spado will be up today. We went live earlier. We had some technical difficulties. I couldn't get it over onto to break you off. You don't question breaking laws, and I'm taking yours. Whatever I want, I get, motherfucker. You don't gotta ask me about shit, motherfucker. If you gonna do something, and do it. Me, I'm on the grind with these tracks, with the music. Treat the microphone like it's a child abuse it. Treat the microphone like it's a child abuse.
So in 10, it took you 10 years to get 200 viewers, Stack. 10 years. Because you've always been a loser. Most hits in 2000 in 10 years, 4,000 views, best videos, most are under 100 views. And you never established anything, Stacks, until you ripped Hootie off and stole the channel from him. That's what it came down. But here's the thing. Whether you like Hootie or not, he went and started his channel, and right away he got to almost 3,000 subs in like a month. So it was obvious who needed who more. And then you guys did the stupidest thing, two criminals basically getting accounts and putting both their names on it. It's only a matter of time before one would start ripping off the other. That's what you guys are. You're criminals. But a guy like Stacks, he's not only a criminal, he's one of those low-level, sleazy criminals that will do any type of crime, including dealing drugs to kids.
Larry Mazza, aka Skinny Larry, aka Legitimate Larry, aka Butchie. He's coming on to do the show on Friday. So we'll get that interview out to you guys. It's going to be crazy. What's good? Thank you. Hell yeah, me and Hootie are killing it, man. We're trying to do everything we can, man. Yeah, Larry Mazza's coming on. It's gonna be
Larry Mazza. Hootie got Larry Mazza. It had nothing to do with Hootie. I'm sorry. Hootie got Larry Mazza. It had nothing to do with Stacks. Basically, what happened is Stacks isn't capable of securing anybody because he basically screwed over so many people. He has to deal with lowlives like Anthony Raimondi. Your reputation on the street is horrible. You were a low-level drug dealer, a rat that spent most of your time in lockup, basically away from the prisoners. That's who you were, dude. That terrorized women. That's who you are. And you're going to have the nerve to come on here and call me a child molester without evidence or proof. You know, these people don't think that I'm going to fight back. You figure that they learned by now that I'm going to always fight back. And I'll fight back hard. You know, I've had all these people coming at me at one time. And you know why? This is the mob genre. There's no loyalty here. You know, we come on, we do our channels. In the beginning, I made the mistakes of being loyal to certain people I shouldn't have been loyal to. Now I'm loyal to one person, myself. And also to the people that subscribe to my channel. And it burns these people up that they look at my channel, they see me going forward and not backwards. And I've had some bumps where I got into it with Jimmy Calandra or Fat Bald Sicilian, and it hurt me a little bit. But once I lost their subscribers, it doesn't matter anymore. People that subscribe to me want to subscribe to me. FBS has his subscribers that like him, they're loyal to him. Jimmy has his subscribers that are loyal to him, and I have my subscribers that are loyal to me. That's it. And you know, they can keep throwing stuff at me like this evil piece of shit right here. But I'm too old and been in too many battles with much smarter people than this man. You know, you can go from battling with a billionaire to fucking morons. And that's what these guys are. They're stupid morons. They don't have, they barely can function in life. Then you have Josie who claims she's written 3 books. Show us the books, Josie. You can't show us the books because there are no books. Listen, people, I said what I had to say. You're going to believe whatever you want. This is how I'm laying it out. They're going to do something else and come at me with something else. I'm just letting you know again, because that's what they are. They're not going to stop. Stacks will stop because I'm going to deal with Stacks. Josie, she's a woman. She's lucky. Stacks I could deal with. That fate's been set, Stacks, and you said it. I'm not threatening you physically, Stacks. I'm an old man. You know, I can't bother a young guy like you. I'm not capable of it. What the hell do I know? But anyway, that's the show, people. You all have a nice one. I'm going to go watch some really good football now. Bless you all. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The channel keeps growing. We've gained about 300 subs since we hit 2,000 in the last 2.5 weeks. It's another 300. Not bad for a guy with a giant channel. But anyway, you take care of people.